probably picked the wrong word. Scratch that. You know, I wouldn't know espionage from fresh spinach, shoot.
Joe.
Huh?
I think you know exactly what you said.
My vocabulary is really a mess. You know that? Man come in here, let's say he was talking about allegory. I'd more than likely think he was talking about one of them critters down in Louisiana swamps.
Joe, don't play dumb with me.
I got to. That's my life script, especially with all that government stuff, you know. No, look, I just came up here because Tyler wanted me to testify with him. I don't know another blessed thing about it. Actually, you see, I'm more of what you might call a man of action. I don't do a whole lot of thinking, but when it comes to deeds now...
You know, Joe, I don't think I figure out exactly what it is you do. I mean, to earn a living.
Well, I'm a master technician for Clegg Industries, and I work over here with the Defense Department most recently. And, well, let's say they got a little gizmo starts going bad on them, starts telling them it's Friday and they know it's Sunday, then they send me in there to fix it, anywhere in the world.
Well, that sounds interesting.
Oh, it is. Listen, I have been to the Great Barrier Reef off of Australia, been to the headwaters of the Nile. I have been to places, Elizabeth, they don't even have on maps.
Sounds like a pretty hectic, lonely life, huh?
No, not really. In fact, you know, the worst mess I ever got into was over there in the Shoba. Even there I had really some pretty good old friends. I like to make good friends. I'd love to make you my friend. You know, I was just thinking, I don't know how long all this JCIC business is going to take, but what say we have a little dinner afterward?
Why not? Call me a cup of Fi at Potomac Q.
You can bet your bottom dollar on that one, darling. Yes, sir. Where's that? Hey, listen, partner, would you do me a favor? Why don't you just give these little ladies anything else they might want? Yeah. And, well, I'd rather be tied to a whipping post and beat for a week than have to tell you all this, but I got to meet Tyler before that meeting starts. Excuse me just a sec here. I'll be seeing you later.
I'm glad you could come by, Congressman.
Trey will do, Tyler. I think we better start getting used to our new relationship, don't you?
I guess we will. Take a little time, though, won't it?
Yeah, we'll have that. But we both love Julie, and we both wanted to be happy, so I think we better put the past behind us, don't you? There are a lot of things I'd just as soon forget.
I couldn't agree with you more. Just wish it could be easier.
Tyler, if you think I had a hand in Barrington's plot to trick Julie into marrying
no,
him, it's not right.
Julie said that you didn't. She said that you brought her from the church out to Enders.
Yeah, that was quite a ride. I felt like the 7th Cavalry.
Yeah, well, you almost caused a plane crash. How did you manage to get Julie into that flight suit anyway? And onto my trainer?
Even brothers-in-law have secrets. Actually, it was all accomplished by a gross and insensitive use of political connections.
Well, I owe you for that. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
That flight brought Julie and me back together again. You know, I wondered on the way to the church if it would do any good to stop that wedding anyway.
Well, you certainly didn't act like a man with a divided mind.
Well, sometimes your best chance is your last chance. You helped give me that chance. And that's why I called you in here before the JCIC meeting.
Am I missing something? I don't quite see the connection.
Trey, there's something breaking today that I felt you should know about in advance.
You make it sound ominous.
Guess I better start from the top. You were not in the committee when all this started.
No, I got my JCIC appointment after my re-election.
It started just before that, when I was still trying to find where your folks had hidden Julie. Your father came before the committee and said that Colonel Amir had captured Joe Luck, one of his technicians. And he said that Joe was scared, threatened to say everything that he knew about Iron Circle, unless I broke him out.
Well, it turned out to be a pretty effective way to yell for help, didn't it?
Yeah, I guess it did, but I went in there for one other reason as well. One of the Iron Circle stations was located in the basement of the American Embassy building. And it was set to self-destruct, except something went wrong.
So you went in, took care of things, and I think I know the rest.
Do you?
Well, I thought I did, don't I?
No, I don't think so. You didn't know that Colonel Amir knew I was in the Shoba on a mission. And that he knew Iron Circle by name. And he caught us in the midst of trying to destroy that station.
You're certain of that?
Absolutely.
Then you're saying that the mission was betrayed.
That's exactly what I intend to tell the committee.
Well, Tyler, I appreciate you telling me all this. I mean, I don't know why you bothered. I mean, after all, in a few minutes, I would have heard it all anyway.
Because I intend to ask the committee for a thorough investigation on anyone who might have betrayed that mission.
Well, of course. I mean, you got my support on that. Any suspects?
There's still no solid proof, Trey. But I'm going to ask that the committee investigation concentrate on Sam Clegg.
Is Jefferson star Isabel Sanford's new boyfriend making her feel young and restless? Inquiring minds want to know.
I want to know.
What's behind these exclusive photos of Johnny Carson and Sally Field? This week's National Enquirer tells you what are the best ways of letting off steam. Which colors can turn on your sex appeal?
It's in the Enquirer.
Plus an inside look at what it was like being married to Liz Taylor. It's a book bonus in the Enquirer. Over 100 features for people with inquiring minds.
Like me.
Well, the things you learn at family reunions.
What's that, cousin?
Oh, well, you use Velveeta.
Oh, I know. But that's what our moms used. Don't you cook with natural cheeses?
Well, what do you think goes into Velveeta?
It's cheddar and other natural cheeses, milk and other wholesome ingredients, all carefully balanced in the Velveeta process. It melts smoother, cooks easier than any chunk cheese alone.
You really know your cheeses.
It's all in this little yellow box.
Who could sell Avon better than you?
Sell Avon? What do I know about business?
Well, you know about inventory control.
Come on, we were low on toothpaste.
And you know about managing cash flow.
She sure does.
Running a household is like running a small business. And running a small business is exactly what Avon thinks you can do.
You mean I'd be the boss?
Who could sell Avon better than you?
Call toll-free for more information.
Uh-oh, you touched the table.
If your family can't keep their hands off your furniture, help is here.
Touchable shine, Favor.
Watch. Favor's smear-resistant formula heals touches so well, if you try to write touchable on it, all you see is shine. See, that's touchable shine. And now Favor gives you more for your money. Big new size, same low price.
Thank you, Favor.
Touchable shine, Favor.
He was the most hated man on daytime television. For weeks, viewers of As the World Turns have argued the question, who killed John Dixon? Now, out of the chaos of accusations, witnesses, and testimony, the evidence you need to crack the mystery. Who killed John Dixon? As the World Turns this week.
I really thought that I could get more out of Joe. He's really foxy, isn't he? You know, I'm even more confused now than before I talked to him. Espionage, what do you think he's talking about? Oh, you know, Joe. He was probably just trying to impress us. Maybe even used the wrong word. No, that's not it at all. I don't believe that because he shut up much too quickly. It's something else, and I can't figure it out. Well, then don't worry about it. Look, you'll have your clearance pretty soon. Tyler will tell you everything you need to know. Now, we had a great lunch, and I got myself a dinner date. Yeah, I'm pretty surprised that you accepted, too. I mean, ever since Thomas left, you and Geordie have been an item, haven't you? I don't know. Well, if you don't know, who does? You know, it's strange. As aggressive as Joe is, he doesn't threaten me at all. I know it's just a game with him. But with Geordie, it's not a game. If it is, it's a lot more dangerous. I know he thinks he loves me, and I know that it's hard to forget the way Geordie used to be. I want to. You know, he has changed, though. And I can't help but think it's because of you. There's been no one else. He's been wonderful. Very considerate. Very loving. Now, that's the new Geordie. He wants us to be lovers. I think I want what he wants. I'm just afraid. Of what? I'm afraid that it would become a game and that he would have won. That he won't be the same afterwards. Oh, no, I don't believe that at all. I know that Geordie's been an idiot and he's hurt your feelings and everything, but I really do think much more of him than that, Lisbeth. I want to. I just think he views me as some sort of a challenge. And, see, when Thomas was here, I guess I used him to stay out of that game, and, well, he's gone now, and what? I feel defenseless. With no shield from Jordy, no place to hide. So, that's why I asked Joe Luck to call me, too.
How's it going, old buddy?
Hi, Joe.
I hope I'm not late. Listen, I had a date with a couple of Washington beauties, and you know how it is. A man's got to put first things first.
Trey, this is Joe Luck, the man I was telling you about. Joe, this is Congressman Trey Clegg. He's a member of the JCIC.
Mr. Luck?
Clegg, you know, I've been working for your dad for about, I'd say 6 years or so now. You know, I was wondering, I'd like to thank him personally for sending that chopper in to pick us up.
Well, I think that can be arranged, Mr. Luck. I'd like to have my father invited to appear before the committee. Would that be satisfactory with you, Tyler?
That's not up to me. The committee has to decide whether to question him directly or conduct a secret investigation.
You're not talking about investigating Sam Clegg now, are you? Tyler, that's crazy. You don't think he's the one that betrayed the mission? Do you?
Well, I guess even national heroes make mistakes. Even bigger mistakes than the rest of us.
One other little thing we have to talk about. Why you took those pictures from my safe, and why you'd bother.
Frank's most likely going to be here any minute, Maggie. Now, I don't want to intrude on your visit, so I think I'll just catch up on the filing in the Congressman's office.
Well, that's what you want to do.
Yeah, it is. And listen, if Frank asks about me, just tell him that I'm gone for the day and I'll catch him later.
All right.
Yeah. And Maggie, if you want to take off a little early, with Frank, I mean, feel free. I'll be glad to cover for you till quitting time.
Would you?
Sure, you bet. Will you do it for me, don't you?
Frank, I'm so glad to see you.
Hiya, Maggie. How you doing?
A lot better since Lawrence told me you'd called.
He told you I was coming by?
I'm awfully glad you did. I've been hoping you'd drop by since you had the trouble with the Cleggs. Oh, anyhow, when Lawrence said that you were stopping by to see me, I thought this evening could be that evening.
And Barrington's gone, right?
Yes. He left early. And the congressman's gone for the day, so I could leave early, too. Would you like for me to cook that dinner for you?
Dinner?
Well, the one I promised to fix for you when you were here last.
Oh, yeah. Sure, Maggie. That's just what I had in mind, in fact. Why don't we go on over to your place? I'll let Barrington catch up with me later.
I'll get my things.
Great. Oh, you ready? Now, what did you say that special dish of yours was?
Linguine with clam
Oh,
sandwich.
yes. Bring the clam.
I don't have much time.
You're catching cold.
My head's stuffed up and I'm making.
I bet you've got a fever. There must be something to take care of all those symptoms.
Introducing new Children's Co-Tylenol cold tablets. It's the only chewable tablet that relieves all the big symptoms of your little one's cold without aspirin.
I did it.
So did Children's Co-Tylenol.
New Children's Co-Tylenol chewable tablets relieves all the big symptoms of your little one's cold.
Instant Quaker oatmeal comes in flavors so good that you know what we're gonna do, Timmy?
What?
We're gonna make a
hot cereal lover out of you. Out of you. Out of him. With apples and cinnamon.
Apples and cinnamon.
Raisins and spice.
Raisins.
Maple and brown sugar. And everything nice. We're gonna make a hot cereal lover out of you. With instant
stay tuned for Guiding Light. This week, is Nola witness to a secret tryst between Rebecca and Quint, or is it another attempt by Rebecca to destroy their happiness? A dramatic development this week on Guiding Light.